Contest that looks real good on paper between the Green Bay Packers and these guys defending their home turf.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And away we go, here from San Diego. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Gets him on the quick hitter. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. He'll have the first down and even more. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Jackson, quick pass line. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, you're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Zach sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Drop this one down for Henry. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Gun snap now to Willis. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponent started the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
One good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He's going to keep it this time. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him from the 31. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
To throw, here's Willis. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Achane, a first down carry. Has some room to work. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another. Packers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
Now Jackson off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Henry. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This is hauled in by Samuel. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal, Green Bay.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. When you get an opportunity in the red zone on third down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the one. And he will not get there. They stop him on fourth and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Chargers getting set. First and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Throwing from his own end zone. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing again here from the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From his end zone, third and long. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from San Diego in just a bit. A-Chan to the right. And he'll be met near the lines, limit the game to a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready?
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Let's go now.
It's A-Chan on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
They're going to throw out of the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. There's A-Chan up the middle. They'll couple together a yard there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Here's Willis to the air. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Jackson loses the ball, and he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Wilson with the return here. Beyond the 30.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
Thrown on 1st down. Willis. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
All the left side. It's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So it's going to be 4th and short. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Yo.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Hey, middle.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is Henry on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Jackson, quick pass wide. On the move into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grab the lead on their first series of the half. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
14. Chargers 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. They'll start the drive with Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on.
Achane running right. Still has some space inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown. The Chargers take a third-quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Butker set to kick off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play action now with Jackson. Still has some space inside the 35. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. His progress is sunk with a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
From the gun, Jackson. A skip and the ground game works for the touchdown. The Packers take a lead just before the end of the third. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His third total score this game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
17.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Achan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. 1st down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
And stick with Achan. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Ready.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Desperation time here. He finds Worthy, complete. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now Achan. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Let go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
The 36-yard line.
On the jump.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. And the pack gets home. They drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
It's now
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
19 Charger. 19 Charger.
He's back to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sends this to the end zone. Going forced it, intercepted, and that could do it. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning in San Diego. Packers up by 4. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up the 3rd down and 2.
Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. He'll throw it. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Henry running left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. He has the Packer first down. And Brock, that should be enough to win this game.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A gain of 16 yards.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He'll look to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor, and it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he drives this forward to the 6. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses.